How are you?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
Okay, so it might be easier if I keep you unmuted. Normally what I've been doing with the other webinars that I've run today is have had people on mute until the end for the Q&A session, and then I've unmuted people so we can have a good discussion afterwards.
Okay.
Maybe better to do it this way. And obviously, if you have any questions whilst I go along, feel free to interrupt. I'd be happy to answer if I can. I've got my marketing manager here with me as well, so if anything I can't answer, she'll be happy to help.
Okay. You might have to bear with me because I'm new to all this, so just as.
Just know when you're set and we can switch it to go.
Okay.
Okay, so just to introduce, I'm Bill, the newly appointed marketing coordinator at NUS, and I'll be running the webinar today. So to introduce the NUS Extra Card to those who know a little bit or nothing about the NUS Extra Card. The aim is to give you enough information to then push NUS Extra Card sales with your union, and will help to make more commission. Before we get started, I just want to tell you a little bit about the WebEx platform. We'll give you a short presentation to begin with, and this will give you lots of juicy information to digest, and we'll make sure that you can get your copy of the presentation once the webinar is complete.
Okay.
And obviously what I have listed down is to tell you that we'll be talking through it afterwards, but obviously feel free to interrupt whenever you want. So welcome to the webinar. Okay, third webinar that we've run after receiving feedback from the first in December, and we've decided to make them a monthly action up until the exchange itself in April. Start with a quick guide to the NUS Extra Card. So what is the card? The NUS Extra Card is a student discount card which entitles the cardholder to over 170 brand discounts. You can buy the card for 1, 2 or 3 years, and the fees of the card go to 2 places. Your union earns commission, and the rest goes to NUS for running pioneering campaigns. Should you sell it, for every 1 year NUS Extra Card that your students buy, your union gets £4.70. The remainder of the proceeds go towards NUS's pioneering campaigns. For example, you may have recently taken part in the #LoveSUs campaign. So the rate per card increases if the student buys a 2 or a 3 card, and even more if they purchased it via an online campus printer directly from your union. It's also worth noting that there are around 170 brands on the NUS Extra Card, offering discounts of which 2/3 of the brands are exclusive discounts. These are students to save money, and the profits of the card NUS to campaign on behalf of students. And don't forget your commission on the card that students buy. So, registered to sell the NUS Extra Card? Well, the news is that your union is affiliated, so you're registered with NUS to sell the card. That means that your students are eligible to buy one, and by doing so, help your union to earn commission. Bring commercial revenue into your union is vital. It helps to support essential services you provide free to your students. For example, advice centres, societies, and volunteering opportunities. So who can buy the NUS Extra Card? Your students and your staff. This is one of those excellent perks that your union staff members get. When a member goes online to buy the card, in the education details section, simply choose professional/vocation under the course level and course discipline. That's easy.
Okay.
If union has a printer on campus, your students can buy directly from you. It's fast and efficient. It means your students can walk away with the NUS Extra Card as soon as they purchase it. Then it is via this website for online purchasing. Head to nusextra.co.uk. The online form is very simple and self-explanatory. So together a step-by-step guide. So please reference this if ever you need to, and of course I'll send you this presentation once the webinar is complete. In the purchase of the NUS Extra Card are bolt-on options. The purchaser who chooses to add on a charitable donation to Carmen, whose aim is to stop forced marriage and honour-based violence, they add on the Gourmet Society bolt-on. This allows the cardholder to gain access to discounts at an extra 5,000 restaurants. And finally, there's an Isaac bolt-on. Isaac stands for International Student Identity Card. This bolt-on is only available on the 1-year card, and you will be aware that the new launch will include 1-year Isaac for free from the 1st of March. So just please remember that this information is embargoed until that date.
Yeah. Sorry.
Of course, yeah.
you know, a card where you put in the start date, is that of the, because I've got a lot of people asking me questions, you know, where you have to put in the date, it's like course start date, I can't remember how it's exactly stated, but do they put the date they're buying it or the date that their course started? Because they get quite confused, and I've just had to put the date.
The course starts.
Okay, so, yeah, then.
Yeah, what they fill out, but the card itself is from a year from when they buy it.
So if they put it, so say they only had 2 months left until the end of their course, would they have to put their start date back last year for them to only get 2 months, or could they put the start date as the day they're buying it, so they can actually use it for the year rather than 2 months?
Even if they put it as the start date of the actual course, the disc of the card will last the whole year in terms of once they bought it from that date.
Even if they've nearly finished that course?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So even if they're on the last week of the course, those will still last for the year. Or for 2 3 if they buy 2 3 year cards.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah?
Yeah, thank you, sorry.
Okay, so what will NUS offer? With NUS Extra Resource Bank available to you online, it's NUS Connect and houses sales tips, marketing materials and information on contacts and sales channels. It's all free and you don't need to log on to access it. You're able to free printed and digital resources to help sell NUS Extra cards to the resources section of the NUS Connect in order to download your materials. We also have a customer service team who are on hand to answer any of your queries. You can contact them via telephone or via email. So, how to promote the card? We say use as many channels as possible. Your site, your digital screens, your social platforms. Use the free NUS Extra printed materials, flyers, posters, free vending displays, videos, hanging boards, and prepare to download/order your NUS Extra core materials and put extra all year round. We make your money back campaign in a big way during Welcome and Freshers Week. All of our campaigns, for example, recent Valentine's campaign. For membership to promote the card, incentivize your sports clubs or societies to push it to their members. Sell bundles which include NUS Extra card, for example, sell a ball ticket, hoodie, and an NUS Extra card to 5 quick tips to immediately improve the sale of your NUS Extra card. Use the NUS Extra printed materials. Use the flyer and leaflets in your reception area and add the posters to your washrooms. NUS Extra image sliders to your website. Send information out about the NUS Extra card in any direct mailing, for example, welcome letters. NUS Extra in your e-newsletters. Make sure NUS Extra features regularly and take advantage of campaigns we run, for example, Valentine's and Make Your Money Back. If you're on social media, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook, and then share our posts as often as you can. Campus Printer is also a great way of promoting the card because they can buy and walk away with it in one swift transaction. So, printer, have you set up Click and Collect? If the answer to either of those questions, please let us know, and then we can put you through to the production team who can help you with that. So just a quick one whilst we're here. Have you got a printer set up?
What kind of printer, sorry, that's able to do cards? Like a normal student card printer? Is it just the same as that, or?
No, specific.
A specific NUS? No, we've not got one then, as far as I'm aware.
Okay, because we can get one ordered too. There's a software update that's being done throughout early 2016, and once that's complete, then we'll be able to be up and running for the new cards, as obviously it has the Isaac bolt on as part of the launch.
Amy, do you mind if I jump in here? Hello, it's Rachel.
Hello.
So in the printers, basically what we suggest is that because of the cost to buy the printer, then the cost is to the union. What we do is we suggest that we have a conversation with you to see what your cost sales are doing at the moment, and in terms of how long it would take you to recoup the cost of the printer based on the commission that you're earning. So it depends on sort of what stage you're at. Now, obviously, if you're relatively new, you won't get answer to that question just yet, which is absolutely fine. But I think it's probably something to bear in mind as an opportunity.
Yeah.
Probably when you've settled in a little. Because basically we do suggest that if you can get a print on site, it does help boost sales because it's instantaneous to the students. But obviously, because of the cost to the union, it can be a little bit prohibitive in the first instance.
How much is the printer? Sorry.
No, fine. No.
So how much is the printer?
The printer itself, just bear me while I pull up the latest prices. So, excuse me. To buy in the printer, so there are various costs involved. So the data card is £600 to £600. Now the recommended retail price for these data cards is £1,800. The NUS actually absorbs some of that cost. Once you've bought the actual printer itself, you then have to buy the loose kit, and obviously to the sort of the clean the ribbons, which is around sort of £80 to £90, and you've actually got to buy the card stock. So in terms of the actual outlay in the first instance, you would be looking probably in the region of around about £700-800 to get yourself started.
Yeah. Okay.
With card sales, you do get commission. So with a £4.70 commission, if you manage to sell 100 cards, that's £470. If you then manage to sell 200 cards, you've covered the cost of the printer. But that all depends on the size of the FE college that you're at, whether you think you're likely to be able to do that. Most people walk that very, very quickly, especially at an event such as Freshers. But obviously it does depend on your student populace. It does depend on it's something that if you can afford to do it, it's well worth the investment, but it's got to be right for union.
Yeah, I'll speak with them here about it. So if we did want to find out more, do we just email Dan, or do we? What?
You can do that's absolutely fine, or you can email us directly. That's absolutely no problem. We do actually have an on-campus printing email account. So what I'll do is I'll pop that in the chat box, so that you can take that away with you. So let me just pop that in here for you. Just to check whether it's an org. Carry on. I'll just pull up the email address and then I'll pop that in the chat box for you.
Okay.
Right, Bill?
Yep. So just moving on to the next slide. We do a little bit of daydreaming. Imagine your union has 2,000 student members, and imagine you sold an NUS extra card to 10% of them. That means you're in £140 in commission to your union. Now you push that up to 20%, the number has just jumped up to 1,800. So that again to 40%. That's £3,760 earned in commission. And finally, let's push the boat out to 50%. It would be pretty in almost 5,000 in commission, wouldn't it? The background. Now we need to talk about keeping in touch. Make sure you like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. By simply liking and sharing our posts, you'll be promoting the card and helping your union earn money. And I'll just quickly talk to you about the exchange in 2016. 2016 is a set of 2 events which we will hold in April this year. Is to help student unions increase the sales by encouraging them to buy into Freshers 2016 campaign. That will help you to increase the extra card sales and therefore make more commission for your union. But what take away with this? The NUS extra core materials for the new academic year will also be welcome Freshers at this event. Be the first to get your hands on these resources, be sales building tips and working with the SUs to help you to share best practice. The event on the 25th and 26th of April. Monday the 25th will be at Sheffield Hallam's SU, and Tuesday the 26th will be placed at City University London, with both events taking place between the hours of 10 AM and 4 PM. Chat box will just post a quick link about where registration is for these exchange events on Connect. We try to accommodate as many people as possible by placing these events in the north and south with London and Sheffield. It's super important that you can attend if you can. You'll need to register to attend using the link that we'll post in the chat box shortly. And we'll make sure that we email you as well. Download and order your NUS Extra Core assets via NUS Connect, and you'll need to include your NUS Extra Welcome Fresh Week campaign in your marketing. For example, pardon me, if you send anything out to your students over summer, make sure you include details of the NUS Extra card and encourage them to buy it.
Yeah.
Just a quick sneak peek. This is what the core materials will likely look. You can use these all year round, so plaster your campus with it. And Freshers Week stuff. It's a campaign designed to help students understand just how easy it is for them to make their money back once they bought the card. For example, just one trip to Pizza Express with their mates, getting a whopping 40% discount on the final bill would very likely cover the £12 it costs to buy the card. So, webinar feedback. If you found this webinar helpful, please let us know and we'll continue to run them. Just email either myself or my colleague Rachel Moss and ensure that we have the webinar available, the presentation available for you on NUS Connect after we've finished. So just a quick summary, or a to-do list if you prefer. Use NUS Extra Core POS materials ready by April 2016, launched at the Exchange events. Use the materials and use the materials, not the old NUS Extra branded materials. Run the campaign during Freshers and Welcome Week. Get involved in your local discounts. Material April 2016, launched at the Exchange events. Local discounts now and be part of Make Your Money Back. Attend either the 25th or the 26th. Head over to Connect to familiarise yourself with the resources section and look for how-to guides, including sales tips. And as I said before, like us, follow us on Facebook, and repost and retweet us. That's it. So now we'll focus onto the Q&A section. So if you do have any questions, feel free to, and we'll try and cover them if we can.
To be honest, I didn't prepare any because I didn't think I'd be honest. I thought there'd be others and I'd think of questions when they were questioning. So I've not got any, but I think the printing I didn't even know about, to be honest, and having the printer on site. So I think that's something that I'll ask about. As you say, it's like making the money up again, isn't it? But look at what our card sales are like, I think, and then...
If you contact someone, obviously, through the on-campus printer inbox, once you've spoken to someone internally, we'll be happy to talk about that as well.
I'll do that, because I can imagine it gets, more people buy them when it's on site. Then I can't be bothered to wait a week, can I? Simple anyway, for a card to come through. So that printer might be quite useful, but as I say, I'll have to speak.
I can collect as well onto the printer. So students, wherever they are, whether they're on campus or not, can order the card online, and then they can pick it up through the printer whenever it's convenient to them. And obviously that dependent on your resources.
Yeah.
Another additional thing that to consider, because that'll be quite handy for students.
Yeah. And also, just to confirm, that second link there in the chat, is that where I can't remember which one that was for now, sorry. Which was second?
These are for the Exchange event.
Yeah.
Which would be a more... Sheffield would probably be more of a convenience for you if you think you'll be able to make any of the events. Do you think you'll be able to make any of them by any chance?
Let me think of the dates again, sorry.
The 25th of April is the one day in Sheffield.
I can't see why we wouldn't be able to. Is it something where I can bring the president and vice president along, or is it just for me? Or?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Register as many people as you like.
Yeah.
The more, obviously, once you speak to others, it'll be a good networking event. Obviously, you can see what the unions have been doing, and then we'll be able to discuss what's working for some and what isn't working for others, so we can try and improve everyone else out as well.
Yeah, on that up then to drink. We're going to the regional networking event next week, I think. So that's like our first thing in Peterborough next week. So I hope so. And then I'll bring this up then.
No problem.
I don't think I've got any questions at the minute. It's been informative though, because there's a lot of stuff I didn't really know there. So thank you.
Well, if you have any questions at any point, then feel free to email either myself or Rachel, and we'll try and answer them when we can.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay. Thank you both.
We'll also webinars again in March. So if you feel that you'd like to pop along again, you can come to as many as you like. So if you've managed to pick up a few bits from today, which will be really, really great, but felt that you needed a bit of a refresher, then please do come along to March. There's no limitation on the number that you can attend. But also, if you are coming to the event in April, I can guarantee you'll walk away with so much knowledge, and the networking opportunities will be really great, because you can see what and actually what other universities are doing as well. And it might be that you can pick up a few pointers there as well.
Yeah. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you both. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Have a good day.